history is replete with the carcasses of small states. Well, let's be realistic about it. And the thing that Mr. Lee Kuan Yew always reminded all of us, take the world as it is, not as how you wish it to be. So no, a small city-state is never safe. And what is happening now in the world is, in fact, that magnanimous hegemon has changed its posture. But that change, and I don't want to personalize this, but think about it. What has really changed is domestic politics in the United States. Because at the end of World War II, American GDP was 40% of global GDP. At that rate, it is entirely worth America's while, in its own enlightened national interests, to underwrite in blood and treasure the global system. Because for every additional dollar generated in the world, 40 cents came back to America. Today, it's 26%. Now, in nominal terms, the US is still the largest GDP in the world. But at 26%, it is an entirely legitimate question for the American voter to say, excuse me, why are we shedding blood and treasure underwriting this system? Shouldn't there be a fairer distribution of the burden? Shouldn't there be less free riding? And all this thing about the peace dividend, right? The US spends 3% on defense. What about the rest of the world? And you know, there was a speech that my good friend Joseph Borrell, who was the vice president of the European Commission, and he's in charge of foreign affairs, there was one speech where he said, look, in Europe, we outsource security to the US, outsource energy to Russia, and outsource trade to China. Is that sustainable? The point I'm making is that this is the end of an era. It's not just because of one man or one country, but that these 80 years have been historically unprecedented, and now we just have to grow up and realize it's the end, and now we have to look forward.